I think this is something that many people have been waiting for, to see this cab get de-rustified. So I'm going to start with this side and see how far we get today. So of course this is the way to do it if you're going to restore a cab, is to have it off the truck. And I'm going to do something that I've never actually tried before. There's a whole bunch of spot welds here. There's 3 pieces of metal that come together right here. There's the firewall, the floor pan, and then the body mount. Of course, there's not 3 pieces over here, it's just 2, but you know, from here to here, there's 3 pieces. And it's all spot welded together. I'm going to take the plasma cutter and nip these spot welds out. I think that's going to work really well actually. And when I go to weld the everything back together, I can just weld down through here, through the holes that I create into the new parts. So I think that'll work really well. Well, I'm not too impressed with this. There's no lip on this floor pan. It doesn't even come all the way up to, well, it comes up to there. But it doesn't have the lip. That's pretty cheesy. I didn't expect that. Should have looked at that closer. Shouldn't have drilled these holes here. I'm glad I stopped there when I did. Okay, I'm just going to clean these holes up a little bit with a drill, step drill, if this chuck will tighten. Still faster than drilling alone. And I've got this nice thin wood chisel. Might be a good idea to take some measurements here. I want to make sure I get that mount in the right place when I put it back on. So I need to remove this piece of the floor pan here, and there's a couple ways I could do it, I guess. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm just going to cut this off here, because if I try to undo the spot welds here, because this is so badly rusted out, this is just going to fall apart and I'm going to lose my reference. So what I think I'm going to do, yeah, I'm just going to cut this off flush here. And the floor pan section still has pretty good strength, so it'll hold this together, and I'll keep my reference, because I've got to replace this whole bottom section of the kick panel here, because it's rusted out all the way to the door here. So that way I'll have a good outline. I did make this template just like right here, so I could, in case that blew apart, but now that I'm looking at it, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and leave the flange portion, lose this piece of the floor pan that sticks out, and then I can fit the floor pan, because the floor pan is a little bit too long here. It's hitting this, and so I want to fold the floor pan over to form a bit of a flange here. I'll only get a few inches, but I'll show you that when I've got it done. Okay, this is what I was talking about here. You can see how I've folded the edge of the floor pan over to form this lip, and I got quite a good lip here actually. It should actually end there, right there. It does extend past there a little bit, but that's okay. It's pretty thin there. So I'm not going to add any more to this. I thought I was going to have to, but that's good enough. And you can see how there's a big gap here, and it goes down to nothing here. But I am going to make a new piece to form this part of the floor pan here. So I'll probably cut this off so the gap is the same. It'll just look better. I'm not going to really metal finish this too much. It's just going to be welded. It's going to be covered with a piece of carpet, whatever floor mat, so I'm not going to get too carried away about it. I'm almost thinking that for the time I've had to mess around to make this floor pan fit, I don't know. I don't think I could have made one as quickly, but still, it's still a lot of work to make it fit. And then I noticed something else here that's, I don't know if it's, I ordered the wrong year or what. I ordered for a 78, and I don't know, I can't remember the years cover. They cover a lot of years, but it's got this little kink in the flange here on the cabinet. I don't remember seeing that on any of the ones that I made. I don't remember seeing those, and that doesn't have it. There's a little, I don't know. No, there's no kink in that. It's straight, so I'm going to straighten that out. And I've also had to bend these back a little further. It was, so you can see that I brought the bend back here a little bit further. So this is wider now on both sides because it was rocking on there. So I'll just show you. Like, I think this kink thing is supposed to intersect with that. Because there's a bend in the floor pan here. And I think that's where that's supposed to go. If it is, it'd be way down here. So that's where that has to go, more or less, and that's not lining up with that at all. I think I could move that kink down a bit. I think that's maybe what I'll do. So I did move that kink down, but then I tried to fit it to the vehicle, and there was a big gap there, so I just squashed it, got rid of it. doesn't need it. So not sure why that's there, but anyway, it's gone now. So it's fitting pretty good now. What else? I might have to move this back a bit more still, but I think it's good enough now that if I weld it along the flange of the firewall right here, if I do that welding first and then just put a jack underneath the rest of it to push it up, I think it will go into place. But I would kind of like to make it fit a little better, just because once you start tacking things together, and if it doesn't go right, then you're kind of stuck. I have heard of guys taking these apart, like drilling out these spot welds and repositioning this whole thing. But I don't know if I want to get that drastic on it. No, I don't. So anyways, I think I'll just bend this back a bit more so it gets that rock out of it, because it's rocking on that point there. There's a high spot right here, right in this area. So I'll just keep working on this thing. Okay, I figured out what's going on here as far as these stampings go. So you see that? See, that's got a kink in it. Right, see that right there? So what they've done, so here's the left-hand side one. See, it says left. Where is it? You can see that? It's upside down, but see where it says mount LH? So this is going to fit that properly. But I guess they just have one stamping or one set of dies, so they just punch these out and use them for both sides, which is kind of stupid. Yeah, because when I was fitting this, I was thinking, well, it could use a kink on this side, because you see this? If I hold this up here where it's supposed to go, see, it's fitting flush to the front of the firewall, or the floor pan, but then see how far away it is here? Right there. So that could use that little kink there, so it would come in and fit tighter to the floor pan. But if I look on the original one, it doesn't have it. It doesn't have that kink. I'm not impressed with this stuff. It's you know, it doesn't even fit itself. Like, I haven't done anything to this fan. Like, I guess if that went up, it came down lower there. This needs to slide down lower or something. I don't know. I don't think so. It looks like it's in the right spot to me. So I don't know. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to lower this down too much, because it'll end up resting on the frame. And I've seen that on trucks before. Not a good scenario. Okay, I've got this fitting really nicely now. You can see here, had to make a little jog in that. I've got my new piece up in there. It's not completely fitted yet. So you can see the nice gap here. I had to alter this bend here to get this fitting nicely. This is way down here. It's fitting really nicely all along the floor pan. Then onto this side. bit of a gap here, but I can adjust that by just moving this floor pan out a bit more to meet it, or just once I've got this welded, I can just tap this back. This is fitting pretty good. There's a bit of a gap. That's still, you know, just tap that up. Fitting really nicely down here. And if I eyeball it, it's on the same plane as the other one. So we're all good. So that's going to be it for this video. Of course, there's a lot more work to do here. I think I've kind of done the hard part now, fitting all these pieces. You know, I know I complained a lot about the fit on these parts, but now that I'm standing here looking at it and going over in my mind what I had to do to make them fit, I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy doing it. Like, I am a metal shaper. I always say that I played with Lego when I was a kid, and now I'm a grown-up and I make my own parts. But this is actually, I'm not going to say this is the first time I bought ready-made sheet metal, but it's not something that I am inclined to do. It's like I said, I really enjoy taking a flat sheet of metal and forming it into a part that looks like a factory piece. That's just the way I roll. That's what I like to do. So, and you know, I haven't made a video in a while. It's been a while since have shown my face on YouTube. I don't really know if I need to apologize for that, but I do know that there's a lot of people out there that are interested in seeing this cab come together in a way that's going to be, what do you want to call it, beneficial to the owner, and you know who owns it. So I think that there's a lot of anticipation about this project. So yes, I will be posting more frequently now that we're getting going on this now. It's going to come together over the summer, I think. Well, it has to. I don't want to drag it on any longer than that. So we're just going to get to work on it. Buckin will be here from time to time helping me out with it, and we'll just get it done, and it's going to be nice. So anyways, thanks for watching. See me next time.